Hi, my name is Steven and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the 5 things that I'm most excited to do when everything's back to normal. So it's really been a long year of staying at home and being in quarantine, and I'm sick of it. I am tired and I'm over it. Even though I had many small adventures like going out to Moab, Utah and in Denver, there's a lot of places that I wanted to go and see and just do that I couldn't being at home all the time. So I long for the days of endless choices of events like state fairs, festivals, just things to do with friends. And things that I missed throughout the years like holidays, birthday events, just things that normally would not be disrupted in any manner. So I want to be one of the first people that goes out and does these things when everything goes back to normal. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I can't wait to go do once things are back to normal. And let's do this! So I really want to just make this video about the things that I want to do with my wife when things open back up again. It will, like all things, take a little time to get used to, but I can't wait to celebrate life once things are back to normal. So here are the 5 things I want to do when things get back to normal. Number 1, travel internationally again. I absolutely miss international travel. Flying to new places and experiencing life through another set of eyes is immensely satisfying to me. Just getting back to my normal pace of 2 international trips a year would be a godsend. I really miss the food, the culture, and the experience I have when going out and traveling internationally. It's just something that's different from the United States, and you just can't get it here. I mean, you can go to ethnic stores or culturally diverse centers of population, you just don't get the sense of immersion that international travel does for you. And to be honest, I just want to be able to leave the United States for a while and just go to somewhere new and exciting. So I'm really excited for the latter half of 2021 or 2022 to get back to international travel. So number 2, continue with life milestones. The pandemic stopped a lot of life milestones that we were in the midst of making. Now, obviously, it just didn't affect me, but it affected the whole world. But myself, like others, had a lot of their milestones postponed because of the pandemic. It was like we hit the pause button and everything went into stasis mode for a while. All weddings, events, holidays were completely canceled or postponed. I can't wait to get back to a time when we can go through life's milestones without us being on pause again, without the pandemic being part of the discussion. So for my wife and I and many of our friends, our weddings got completely postponed during 2020. And we're still in the process of replanning that wedding now. So it was just very difficult to celebrate with our friends and families a lot of our milestones that occurred within the past year and a half. And all those things I dearly miss, and I can't wait till we can get some sense of normalcy and be able to celebrate life's milestones again. So number 3, being normal around friends. In the last year or so, the social isolation has made people a little awkward or a little weird to be around with. And that's not totally to be unexpected, because prolonged social isolation can make people weird. We just start to forget social norms because we don't interact with people on a daily basis. And of course, different people have different reactions to the virus. Some people are comfortable in meeting up and some people are not comfortable in meeting up until they're fully vaccinated. So it's really just a struggle to find everybody's comfort level and engage everybody in a social manner that everybody was comfortable at. I really long for the days that we can get back to normal and freely interact with people without caring about people getting sick. And I know all of the social isolation, being awkward around people, is normal given the circumstances. But that's one of the things I really want to get back to when things are normal again, is just a sense to connect with people and friends you haven't seen for a very long time. Obviously, it's going to take time for everybody to get back to normal, and everybody's going to progress at a rate that's different. So not everybody's going to get back to normal at the same time. So really, patience is the key, because it's going to take a while for everybody to get back to normal. But I can't wait for that day to happen. Number 4, dancing in the bar scene. I wouldn't necessarily say that I had the most active nightlife going into the pandemic. But my wife and I did go out a lot before the pandemic, and we really enjoyed the dancing in the bar scene. One of the things that she really misses is just dancing at local clubs, and then hanging out with her friends and being able to just relax after a stressful week. And really, we haven't been able to do that for the last 18 months, and it's really driving us crazy. Because it was such a big part of our lives that we just miss it. By not having it in our lives, it makes us sad that we're not enjoying the nightlife that we thoroughly enjoyed pre-pandemic. And just the social aspect of hanging out with friends at a bar is something that I really miss. Just going to a bar and having fun with friends for a couple of hours just to catch up was something that I did all the time. And now it's so infrequent. Even though things are opening up, there's still a lot of hesitancy within my friend network to be in a confined space with so many people. So really, we just want to return to a lifestyle where all the things that we incorporated as part of our nightlife returns. And I know it's going to be a long time because being in a confined area with a lot of people dancing isn't exactly socially distant. But I hope in the future, when it's safe to go out and more people are vaccinated, then some semblance of the nightlife can return. So number 5, just meeting new people. I've always thrived on meeting new people or doing new things with a group of people. It is something that throughout my life I've always counted on to give me a boost of endorphins, energy, and fun. Because I like the dynamic of discovering who certain people are, whether or not they can become good friends in the future or just acquaintances. And because of that process, I completely miss talking and making friends with new people. So in the past, when I've joined singing groups, improv classes, and hot yoga classes, I really enjoyed forming friends in those situations and then integrating them into a part of my life. So ever since the lockdown occurred, I haven't met a single new friend. I've met a lot of acquaintances or people. It was very fleeting and you never got to know any one person for very long. And obviously it was hard to form bonds and connections when everybody was wearing a mask and you can't really see their face. So it was a struggle to even maintain a conversation for more than a couple of minutes. And because of the length of the lockdown, I've actually lost some acquaintances in my life where before where I would at least see them or talk to them every couple of months. Now I don't see at all. So in those cases where the bond wasn't that strong, you've just lost another person that could have been a potential friend. So I've already been thinking about different ways to find new friends when everything gets back to normal. So there's a couple of things like joining a new yoga studio or taking a college class that I want to do. So to get me back into the process of meeting new people. I do think that it will be a new age of discovery once things get back to normal. I think that people are going to be so sick and tired of being indoors that there's going to be a lot more people doing outside activities that they wouldn't otherwise do. So there you have it. Those are 5 things that I want to do when things get back to normal. I noticed that when I was putting together this list, I didn't realize how extroverted I was. I think that I do draw energy from being around other people. And I do think that in the past 18 months where I was away from a lot of people, that my mood sunk dramatically. And I think a good deal of what made my life satisfying prior to the pandemic, it was made up of people and support groups that were around me. And really that's what I want life to turn back to. And just be able to strike up a conversation with anybody without fear of a virus. It doesn't matter whether you're traveling internationally, talking to a store clerk, or just talking to one of your friends. I miss the return to being able to communicate with others. So I hope you were able to find this insightful and entertaining. I sure have. So leave a comment down below and let me know what are you most looking forward to when things get back to normal. Or when you're watching this video in the far future, what are some of the things that you did right after the pandemic ended? So thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you next time.